Oh gosh. Oh my god. Before we really dive into today's video, I would just like to ask each and every one of you watching to please join me in a moment of silence for the app that we hold close in our hearts, ifunny. Dude, it's still in the App Store. Dude, come on. I'm trying to do a bit here. Most of the United States, between the ages of 13 and probably 25, remembers the app ifunny. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm sorry, but your childhood probably sucked. Anyways, ifunny was an app where people would go on and post funny stuff, and then we would laugh at them. It really wasn't complicated at all. It's a very simple process. ifunny also had the features page, where pretty much the ifunny staff would get together and pick 20 just juicy comedic pieces of content, the cream of the crop, the biggest and the best, the most ultimate compilation of comedy known to man, and they would put these 20 images on the features page. And then, if you were like me, you would plop down on your bed or on the toilet, and you would go through these 20 amazing pieces of comedic relief, and you would laugh. You would laugh your butt off. Or if you were like me, and more realistically, you probably did the little thing where you like breathe through your nose, like loudly, kind of. Like that. You probably did that. ifunny was good. It wasn't great by any sense of the imagination, but it was good. It was lighthearted. It was just a source of entertainment for all of us. And so the most logical question for everyone now, here in 2019, what the hell happened? It just seemingly dropped off the face of the planet and no one's really heard from it. What killed ifunny? You know, it's almost like a whole new social media platform came out of nowhere, came out of left field, and gave people a platform where they could post public text messages or pictures to a public audience and allow them to interact with each other, and that platform became the source of entertainment for these teens who slowly lost interest in the very basic platform of ifunny and moved towards this multifaceted system where they could interact with much more people and do bigger and better things. But that's not what happened at all. No, like, that didn't happen, I promise you. Don't look that up, it didn't happen. Here's what really happened. ifunny lost touch with what was the heart of the app. ifunny wasn't funny anymore. It lost its funny. And instead you have people going on there posting stuff that they thought was inspirational or hashtag deep, when in reality it was neither of those things. And you may be asking,
hey Wyatt, how do you know this is true? I mean, did you do research? Do you have real-life examples from ifunny that really completely and 100% support your claim?
And to that I would answer, yes. Yes, I do. So this one is really the best example to help you guys hone in on what I'm trying to say here. So obviously the two people in this photo are doing the, they're naked. And in the process, the man on top is writing a novel on her chest. Hashtag DD. 20 years ago, the internet was an escape from the real world. Today, the real world is an escape from the internet. This whole anti-internet concept really doesn't seem to understand that, I don't know, maybe internet's kind of changed since 1999. Like, all these big white boxes, the power of all of those is right here in my phone. So yeah, and you know what hasn't changed since 1999? I don't know, sunsets. So really, the people back in 1999 that were escaping the real world were avoiding these really dope sunsets. So now that we are looking at the sunsets, I'd say we evolved. We've done a good job so far.
Buddy, just come with us. No. It's not that scary, and you could use a little sun, trust me.
Outside bad. The sun's scary. It's not my friend. He wants to hurt me. Safer.
And also, in case you were confused with that whole description of this picture, there's a ad for a Galaxy S9 down below, so you can check that out. And that's called irony, folks. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, buckle in for this one. This one it's deep.
Get your popcorn ready.
A girl and a boy were driving a car. Suddenly, the boy stopped the car and asked the girl to step out of the vehicle without any explanation. The girl got pissed, removed all her Facebooks, and ripped all the photos. The next day, the girl heard that the boy had died as he had driven into a wall. The boy had noticed that there was a wall in front of them and stopped the car and saved the girl's life before he had driven into the wall.
Why didn't he just not drive in?
Here's another quote that's, in my opinion, pretty misleading. The most attractive thing to me is effort. Someone who really wants to talk to me, see me, and make me a part of their day. You know what this is describing? A stalker. Someone who makes an effort to see you, talk to you, be a part of your day for every second. That's a stalker. Get help.
Here's Johnny.
So here we have the word lonely scribbled out in really skinny letters with a very generic mountain backdrop. Here's a girl on a weirdly thin brick wall, and she looks sad.
Ha ha ha. Classic comedy.
A memory is just a reminder that nothing lasts forever. So here we have the definition of what a memory is, scribbled across the sky as someone is driving down the highway. Yep. That's it. Dude, no, we can't do that for every single one. Now with this one, I like to imagine that this is actually a real road sign, and as soon as you drive past it, sad music starts playing, you get real lonely, and you don't see any other cars. So it looks a little something like this.
If I'm gonna be famous for something, I wanna be famous for loving you. If I'm gonna be known around the world, all by myself.
Now this post truly shows how far science has come in such a short amount of time, because an actual human heart has developed the capacity to send text messages. So honestly, I think this is just a celebration of science and how far we've come as a society. Inside every person you know, there's a person you don't know. So in case you were ever wondering if there's a small person living and surviving inside of one of your friends that you talk to on a regular basis, there is. Yep. You don't know them though. Here's another popular one that you might have seen before. It's been shared around the web. Obviously you see the circled image, and then you see what is portrayed on the camera, and it is actually the exact opposite of what is actually happening in real life. In case you were struggling to understand this picture, and that the camera represents media, the creator of this post actually helped you out with a giant ass arrow pointing to the camera and labeling its media. So that helps. Here's a tattoo that makes no sense at all. Here's a picture of a guy that is obviously tripping on acid as he is standing sideways on top of a pine tree, fishing on the moon. Here's a collage of a few pictures directly following a homicide. Here's another guy, obviously tripping on acid. Now this picture shows a candle who is falling in love with a fire extinguisher. And so obviously this picture, it's a pretty good depiction of how we as human beings often fall for the people who are bad for us and often put us down, or in this sense, kill us, blow out our candle. Again, in case you struggle to see that meaning, the title is This is Deep. And here's two more people tripping on acid. What the heck? So lastly, I would like to end with a quote that I really think sums up my opinions on this matter and why ifunny has died. Being human can be a lot like wearing a straitjacket. Nobody wins. Now this really just makes no sense at all. Like none. Zero. First of all, people win all the time. Like, I can think of a lot of examples. Here are a lot of examples.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money.
Second of all, I don't get how wearing a straitjacket means that nobody wins. I'm pretty sure only you, the person wearing the straitjacket, wouldn't be able to win. And what are we winning? So, yep, it really is sad what happened to ifunny. To see something that we love so dearly and hold so close to our hearts really fall victim of people trying to take advantage of it and take advantage of a younger, very impressionable audience and use their views to support their own agendas. Just really hate it. Not now. That's a whole nother video. Anyways, thank you guys for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like below. If you didn't enjoy it, please leave a like below. If you like pizza, please leave a like below. And let me know how I'm doing in the comments. I do my best to reply to all comments because I really appreciate all you guys' feedback. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Getting dirty money, Jordan Belfort. Stacking penny stocks while I'm flipping these birds. Sipping on Ciroc, trip 'em up with the words. I done popped the molly and I think it's be my third.